So once again, we open into the awareness of awareness. It's that awareness that's at the basis of all traditions. So we extend that space of the awareness through the body. We extend it up, we extend it down, through the whole body. So from the base of the spine, we extend up and down through the whole body. And if you like, you could use the mantra Aham Ah. Aham Ah. I'm becoming who I am. I'm becoming that essence of me. As we focus in on that awareness of awareness. So Aham Ah from the base of the spine to the top of the head, from the top of the head into the lower body. I'm becoming who I am. So as we say the mantra to ourselves, as we focus in on it, Aham, ah. Aham, ah. We become quieter, quieter. Our thoughts go simply to the mantra. And then very gradually, we begin to feel the vibration of the mantra. We don't have to say it anymore. We just feel that vibration in the body. Aham, ah. Aham, ah. And that space of the awareness begins to open even more. So again, we extend up and down through the whole body into the field around us. Hearing the vibration of the mantra, aham, ah. Aham, ah. In the field around us. And extending to the person on the right, to the person on the left, across the room. We feel that resonance of the energy in the room, of the people in the room. We pull it into the top of the head, down through the forehead, through the face, through the throat, down into the heart, down into the belly, into the lower body. And we settle into the energy in the body. An opening in the heart. Aham, ah. We open into the light. So as we do that, I'm going to focus in on a little talk that I've written here. Spirituality is ultimately about being established in the state of presence, which allows us to act kindly and tolerantly towards each person and thing in the universe. And we use meditation practice as a laboratory to discover this experience of presence in our own selves. And once we've experienced this presence in our own self, we're better able to experience this presence in the other. And this week we celebrate both Easter and Passover. Each tradition, in its own unique way, inspires us towards this goal of knowing presence in ourselves and the other. The Christian story describes the death and resurrection of Jesus. On the third day, he rose from the dead. The people around Jesus began to experience him in a new way, namely as having the qualities of the divine. He could now be known anywhere, not just in physical proximity. He had become the light. And as people came in contact with Jesus, they too began to experience the light. In turn, people who watched the new Christians began to experience them in a new way. They began to notice that the new Christians regarded each other as equal. They seemed to have tremendous regard for each other and seemed to live in a state of equality consciousness. No one was above, no one was below. Everyone was equal. People behaved with respect and charity toward each other. And this same equality consciousness is also reflected in the Jewish holy day of Passover. This holy day led the Jewish people out of Egypt toward the Promised Land. This holy day reminds the Jew not only of this historic event, but also of freedom from bondage, of all kinds of things. Freedom from addictions, freedom from oppression, freedom from pride, freedom from ignorance. It is a reminder to welcome others with love and respect. And a custom on this particular day is to invite a stranger to dinner, either a Jew or non-Jew, particularly someone who's away from home, and welcome them with kindness and love. Martin Buber, a contemporary philosopher, emphasizes that holiness and spirituality must enter all aspects of life. Life must not be compartmentalized into the sacred and profane. It must be lived in the here and now, in the spirit of faith, which sanctifies each act with full presence and attention. For Buber, a life of sacred moments is open to each of us as we focus on that opening in ourselves in the here and now, opening our presence to the other. Buber's understanding was inspired by the Hasidism of the 18th century, Baal Shem Tov, who was the teacher at that time. When the Baal Shem Tov was 5 years old, his father was dying. And his father said to him, his young son, "Don't fear the enemy, for God is always with you." And the boy, whose name was Israel, was orphaned and then raised by the people of the village. In his early years, Israel wandered the fields and woods, befriending nature. At the age of 10, he was made an assistant to his teacher in the school. He was to bring the younger children back and forth from school, and the children loved him. He taught them to sing and chant, all about the woods, the animals. The children became happier and happier in young Israel's company. Then one day, Satan became aware of how happy the children were becoming. So he decided to put a stop to Israel. Satan tried to get the insects to inject poison into the bloodstream of the boy, but they refused. He tried to get the animals of the wood to attack the boy, but they refused. There was not one living thing that would cooperate with Satan. Finally, Satan found an old man who had been born without a soul, and he agreed to attack Israel. So Satan changed the old man into a werewolf and put a piece of his own heart, the heart of evil, into the old man's heart. And one day, as Israel and the children came chanting down the road, the werewolf appeared howling. And all the children were terrified and began fainting and running. Only Israel stood his ground and walked toward the werewolf. He heard his father's voice. "Don't fear the enemy, for God is always with you." A great cloud descended upon Israel, and he found himself inside the creature. In the murky shadows, he recognized the heart of evil and gripped it in his hands. In this moment, Israel had the opportunity to destroy the heart of evil. But as he looked at it, he saw that the heart was in torment. It was in agony, and it suffered the pain of separation, just like everyone else in the world. For even the heart of evil has a spark of the divine in it, and it yearns to return to its source. In that moment, the compassion of young Israel opened, and his only choice was to release the heart. He placed it on the earth, and the earth swallowed it up. The next day, the old man who'd become the werewolf was found dead, with a sweet, peaceful smile on his tormented face. And so even as a young man, Israel chose the path of compassion. He later became known as the Baal Shem Tov. For Christians, Jesus taught love thy neighbor as thyself and showed us how to practice forgiveness. In the Gospel of John, a woman is brought before Jesus for judgment. Jesus is reminded by those who had brought the woman forth that adulteresses should be stoned to death, and she was an adulteress. But Jesus stooped down and wrote with a finger on the ground. When they continued asking him, he lifted himself up and said unto them, He that is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone at her. And again he stooped down with his finger and wrote on the ground. The Pharisees were shamed into walking away, one by one, leaving Jesus alone with the woman. And Jesus asked the woman, Did no man condemn thee? And she said, No man. And Jesus said, Neither do I condemn thee. Go thy way, but henceforth sin no more. So one of the greatest needs today is that practice of compassion and respect for all people. Viktor Frankl so exquisitely describes this practice of compassion. We who lived in concentration camps can remember the men who walked through the hut, comforting others, giving away their last piece of bread. They may have been few in number, but they offered sufficient proof that everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms. To choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. And Frankl goes on to say, when a man finds that it's his destiny to suffer, he will have to accept his suffering as his single task, his single unique task. He will have to acknowledge the fact that even in suffering, he is unique and alone in the universe. No one can relieve him of his suffering or suffer in his place. His unique opportunity lies in the way in which he bears his burden. So once again, we'll extend with great respect and love towards each other. We'll extend to the people on the internet this morning as they extend here. And we'll extend to our generational field, that field of the ancestors, the family, the friends, the great yogis we've known in our life, of all the different traditions. So we extend to all the traditions of which we participate. and to the great archetypes of all the different traditions. And feeling them all meeting as one, in oneness. So once again, focusing light on family and friends that might be having some difficulty. And focusing on peace throughout the world. And so we have one more chant today.
Open mine eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Open mine eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. Love of my life, I am crying, I am not dying, I am dancing, dancing along in the madness. There is no sadness, only a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long, long time. What do you do for your living? Are you forgiving, giving shelter? Follow your heart, love will find you, truth will unbind you. Seek out a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long, long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long, long
So we'll start to close up right now. If you like, you can rub your hands together, feeling them hot. And then feeling at the heart, the top of the head, the belly. Yawning a little. And do we have announcements?
Good morning. I'd like to make an announcement again about on May 15th, we're having Glenn Conager come here to give a talk. It's be Friday at 6:30, about 6:30 to 8 o'clock. And he's a great osteopath who works both with structure and the energy. And he's a Parisian, and he has office in Paris and here. And it'll be on modifications of awareness, and these slight modifications you can make with your awareness and your attention that makes great shifts for us. He's primarily known as a trainer of high athletes in performance. We're going to limit to about 25 people. We're also going to charge a fee of about $20 in terms of presenting him with an honorarium. But we would like you to sign up and let us know if you're going to come. So I'll put a piece of paper up there, and you can sign and put your email on it also. Thanks.
Or you can send an email in if you're online. So thank you all for coming, and we hope you have a lovely Passover and Easter. And we'll see you, I guess you'll be on tomorrow for the Dakini practice. And so have a great weekend. There are some refreshments upstairs if you like, and you can stay and meditate for a while.